Do you wake up feeling refreshed and energized and ready to start your day? Are you able to complete all the tasks you want to get done in a given day without feeling overwhelmed by a sense of fatigue or exhaustion? And do you have a sense of mental clarity as you go throughout the day completing all the tasks you have to get done? If the answer to any one of these three questions is no, then you definitely need to watch today's video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what physical fitness is, why it's important, and 4 simple things that anyone can do to improve your physical fitness level so that you can answer yes to the 3 questions that I just asked you. So if you want to hear what I have to say on this topic, then keep watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Extraordinary Ordinary. My name is Danielle, and in today's Wellness Wednesday video, I'm really excited to talk to you about physical fitness. As many of you know, I am a certified personal trainer, so I've been helping people improve their physical fitness levels for over 15 years, and I'm going to share with you today not only what physical fitness is and what it's not. I'm going to talk about why it's important and why it should be important to you to improve your physical fitness level, and we're going to talk about 4 simple and practical things that anyone can do to improve their physical fitness levels. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, let's talk about what physical fitness is not. And I believe this is so important because I believe that this has become the stumbling block or the excuse or the reason why so many people don't even try to improve their physical fitness level. Having a good level of physical fitness does not mean that you are a bodybuilder. It does not mean that you have achieved fitness model status. But in our society, in our culture, a lot of times we see those types of images, those types of people associated with people who have a good physical fitness level. And while that's true, they do have a good physical fitness level, that is not what you need to aspire to become physically fit. And like I said, I think this has become the perception or the misguided notion that a lot of people have, and why they completely give up and decide they're not even going to bother to try because they could never achieve that status. They're never going to become a bodybuilder, or as a woman, maybe you think, I'm never going to look like a fitness model. And I'm here to tell you that that is not what having a good level of physical fitness truly means. I'm currently involved in a fitness contest, and I'm super excited about this. I'm involved in this contest where I can be featured on the cover of Health and Fitness magazine for women. It's the Hers magazine, and I will put a link in the description box down below if you do want to vote for me. But part of the reason why I'm really passionate and excited about potentially winning this contest is because I want to change people's perception about physical fitness. I'll be 50 years old in less than 2 months, and I really want people to know and understand that it's never too late to have a better level of physical fitness. Anyone can get physically fit at any age, whether they are disabled like I am or not. So now that we've talked about what physical fitness is not, let's talk about what physical fitness is. So the definition of physical fitness means that you have the ability to perform daily tasks with optimal strength, endurance, and performance. And it also means that you have the ability to manage stress and fatigue. And basically, in layman's terms, the way that I often explain this to my clients is that you're able to do your activities of daily living with optimal performance. Now that's going to look different for everybody because we all have different lifestyles, we all have different hobbies and things we like to do, but it simply means that whatever you do in your daily life, you can perform those activities, those duties, those tasks with optimal performance, and that's really what you want. Now when we're analyzing someone's physical fitness level, there are 5 main components that we look at in order to do this. And as a personal trainer, I will do an intake assessment with a new client to see where they're at with all these different levels. So these 5 levels are your body composition. Now when we look at someone's body composition, what we're looking at is the percentage of that person's overall weight that is made up of fat tissue. As a personal trainer, I have a tool that I use to measure this, and this is something I use in our initial assessment to kind of see where we're starting out from, but that will tell me the percentage of their weight that is made up of fatty tissue. And so that's an important number for you to know, so I highly recommend that you seek out a personal trainer, seek out a doctor, seek out someone that can tell you what your body composition is, because it is an important number to take note of. There's a lot of really great scales on the market that are digital. A lot of them even connect with your phone and can store data in your phone. Mine does that, and my particular scale is no longer available to buy on the market, but there's a lot of them on Amazon. I highly recommend investing in one of those scales. For a lot of people, that's going to be the simplest and quickest way to figure out what their body composition is, and it's going to be the fastest way for you to see it change as you start to incorporate more physical activity into your daily life. And on the screen, I'll put a chart as a reference, and basically this chart shows a breakdown of men and women at different ages, what a healthy body weight percentage should be. So you can use that as kind of a benchmark to see where you fall when you look at your body composition. And again, you can find these charts online. They're available for you to look up. Any personal trainer will also have this information, and they can kind of go over it with you in detail and let you know where you should be and give you a plan to work towards a healthier body composition. The second component is flexibility, and this is something that many people don't realize as they age, that they are losing at a rapid rate. A lot of times, because we are so sedentary, we may have sedentary jobs, we just don't realize how inflexible our bodies have become, but this is a measure of physical fitness. The third component of physical fitness is your muscular strength, how strong you are. And again, this is something that decreases with age and something that we really need to be mindful of and aware of. The fourth component of physical fitness is your muscular endurance, how much endurance your muscles have. And the fifth component of physical fitness is your cardiovascular endurance. So like I said, as a personal trainer, when I have a new client, I will do an assessment with them, and I will look at all these components to measure where we're starting from. And I typically do an assessment about every 2 to 3 months or so to just kind of chart the progress. And if we hit a snag along the way, or we start to have problems where we don't see the numbers moving, then I can assess what we're doing. I can look at my client's lifestyle and their diet, and we can make the necessary changes as we go. And that's one of the reasons it may be important for you to work with a professional. So shameless plug, if you are wanting help, I am definitely open and willing to help you. Drop a comment down below. You can DM me on Instagram. You'll see all the handles to my socials on the screen, and I will also leave them in the description box down below. If you would like to contact me for more personalized help and a more personalized plan, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Just let me know. So moving on, let's talk about why having a good level of physical fitness is so important. And the first reason is a reason that many people are aware of, but that is the myriad of health benefits that come from having a good level of physical fitness. The first one is it really helps to strengthen your bones and your muscles. This is really important because having strong muscles really helps protect your bones against things like osteoporosis. As you get older, your bones get more brittle. People often will break bones or get severely or seriously injured if they fall, and this is something that really helps protect you from that. A lot of people have arthritic conditions. They can develop arthritis from repeated injury, like my neck is very arthritic because I've had car accidents, or it might just be something that is genetic and you just have a history of arthritis in your family. When you have a good level of physical fitness, it really helps mitigate that. It helps people that have arthritic conditions feel so much better, and it also can help lower your risk of things like heart disease, like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and a myriad of other health conditions that are preventable. And having a better level of physical fitness can really help you manage, control, or eliminate those types of preventable diseases and health conditions. People that are more physically active and have a better level of physical fitness also are able to decrease injuries, whether they are injuries that might happen while they're at work or playing a sport or doing something active, and they typically have higher metabolisms. They're able to burn more fat and more calories, and they feel a lot more energetic. So that's another really great benefit of having a better level of physical fitness. And the last reason why having a good level of physical fitness is so important is because it will allow your body to achieve a better quality level of sleep. And sleep is so important, and this is something that I find sometimes people in the health and fitness community forget about, or they don't talk about it as much, or they don't place as much importance on it, but it is extremely important. We have to remember that when we're training our bodies hard, when we are tearing down our muscle fibers by working out, when we sleep, when we get that really good quality restorative deep sleep, that is when our muscle repair happens. That is when our body goes into its restorative phase. That is when our brain also is able to save all of the things that we want to save and remember to our long-term memory. So it's really good for your brain and your body to get that really good, high quality, deep sleep. And when we're more physically active, when we have a better level of physical fitness, we're able to achieve better quality sleep easier. Now, the second reason why having a good level of physical fitness is so important is because having a good level of physical fitness has tremendous mental health benefits. It can definitely help improve your mood, and I can tell you from personal experience, I have trained and worked with a lot of clients that have suffered from mood disorders, that have suffered from mental health conditions like depression or anxiety, and having a good level of physical fitness definitely helps mitigate these things. When we are more physically active, our bodies release hormones like dopamine and serotonin. These hormones help us get our negative emotions like anger or anxiety under control so that our cortisol levels don't spike and we can manage our emotions better. And while this is a really important benefit for everyone, especially for women that are hormonal, if they are still having their monthly cycle, or if they're like I am and they're going through perimenopause, then it can really help you regulate your emotions naturally without the need for medication. I personally in the past have struggled with anxiety and depression, and I really find for me high intensity cardio is a definite mood regulator for me. I can tell a big difference if I go for a week, like if I get sick or something and I can't work out and I can't do my high intensity cardio, it definitely impacts my mood. So for me, it's become a mood stabilizer that has kept me off of medication. I have helped clients that have been on medications for depression and anxiety transition off those medications by using exercise to be able to do that. Now, with that being said, you always want to work with your doctor on these things. You always want to seek medical advice. I'm not telling anyone to go off medication, and I'm not telling you that you don't necessarily need medication if you have a mental health disorder that you're dealing with. But I am telling you that physical activity and having a better level of physical fitness scientifically has been proven to help with these mental health issues, and it can definitely help improve your mood. And the last reason why having a good level of physical fitness is so important, this is probably the most important reason, but having a good level of physical fitness will help you live longer. Scientific research shows that people that have a good level of physical fitness reduce the rate of all-cause mortality by over 60%. And all-cause mortality simply means dying from any cause. So by having a good level of physical fitness, you can reduce your rate of all-cause mortality by 60%. That's a really big percentage rate, and that's a really good reason to aspire to have a good level of physical fitness. And along with that, it's just going to improve the quality of your life overall. Think about this, and I've seen this many times, and it's really, really sad to see, but think about when you retire and when you finally have the luxury of time to do all the things that you've wanted to do, and maybe you've spent your life really working hard at your career, maybe you've raised a family, maybe you've done other things where you've had to put other things on the front burner, make other things a priority, and now you've retired, you have the luxury of time freedom. But if you don't feel your best, if you can't live your highest quality of life because you don't have a good level of physical fitness, how enjoyable will your life be in your golden years? And I've seen this so many times with so many clients. They want to be able to play with their grandchildren, they want to be able to go on family trips, they want to be able to engage in hobbies like biking or golf or physical activities that they want to do or camping, but they can't seem to be able to do those things because they just don't have the energy or the mobility or the flexibility, and it becomes really hard for them. I was just talking to a client this morning, and he mentioned to me that him and his neighbor did a rummage sale over the weekend, and he mentioned how difficult it was for his neighbor to bring things over and set them up physically because of his level of physical fitness. And he also mentioned to me that he didn't really struggle with the boxes and struggle with putting things away or putting things out. And that again is because of his level of physical fitness. And he's in his upper 70s, so that's pretty good for him. And I can tell that he was really happy about that. And if you've ever had a rummage sale, you know how much physical labor goes into having a rummage sale. It is very labor intensive. The setup, the tear down, the moving things, the carrying boxes. So I was really happy to hear that he was able to do that without any back pain, without any shoulder pain, and he was able to get through that just fine. And those are the types of situations that you want to be able to handle with ease, and that's what's going to give you the best quality of life that you can have. And isn't that something that we all want to strive for? Now let me share with you 4 things you can do to improve your level of physical fitness. Now the first one is really obvious, and you knew I was going to say this. I can't do this video without mentioning this, and that is to go to the gym and exercise in a gym. And I really like this option for a lot of different reasons. The first reason being is that when you have a gym membership and you can go to the gym, you have a very specific reason that you're there, and you can't be distracted by laundry, by neighbors coming over, by other things going on inside your home. You're there for a specific purpose, and you're also with like-minded people, so they're really focused on getting their workout done. They're not doing other things. You're not distracted. And also, there is a sense of community usually at the gym, especially if you get involved with classes or other things where people are doing things that you're interested in. It can be really fun. For me, that's my social outlet. I love going to the gym. I love taking classes. I have several friends in the classes that I take, and we talk, and I just feel really encouraged by the instructor. So my motivation in going to the gym definitely has been classes. That's what's worked for me, but I really like that option. And also, if you are someone that really doesn't know how to engage in physical activity and doesn't really know how to get started, going to the gym, talking to gym staff, having them help you, hiring a personal trainer or a coach can be very beneficial, and making sure that you get started right and don't get injured. So that's another reason why I really like the gym option. Now for some people this is not a good option if they have a schedule that doesn't really allow them to go to the gym, or honestly maybe they're just not a gym person. Some people I know do not enjoy going to the gym. My husband is one of those people. He does take my cycle classes, but he definitely doesn't like going to the gym. And let me tell you that if you are a person like my husband and you don't enjoy going to the gym, you do not have to go to the gym to increase your level of physical activity and become more physically fit. And you still can hire me even if you don't want to go to the gym. So if you want to do that, like I said, leave me a comment down below or DM me on Instagram, and we can talk about the ways that I can help you become more physically fit. But another option for you, if you are not a gym person and you don't like going to the gym, take up a physically active hobby or do a sport. And this is something that my husband really enjoys a lot. He loves sports, he loves watching them, but he also loves playing them. And this can be a really good option for you if you like other forms of physical activity, but you're necessarily not a gym person. But with that being said, incorporating more physical activity into your daily life will become important, because that will help you decrease the risk of injury when you're playing your sport. I have a new client, and a few weeks ago we talked about him coming in the gym a couple times over the week before I saw him again. And when I met with him the next week, I said, well, did you come to the gym? And he said, well, no, I didn't. But he said, I got together with some of my friends and we played badminton, and he said it was pretty physically active. I was running around a lot, I was sweating a lot. And I said, you know what, that's great. That's great. I'm really glad to hear that you were physically active. So engaging in a physically active hobby, whether it be bowling or golf or playing some sort of a sport, and doing this with friends can give you that sense of community, and it can be really fun. And that's another way that you can increase your level of physical fitness. Now the third thing you can do to increase your level of physical fitness, if you're not into playing sports and maybe you're not able to go to the gym, or it's not financially feasible, or for whatever reason you don't want to go to the gym, you can do some things at home. There are some things you can do to incorporate a greater level of physical fitness and physical activity into your everyday life. And this is also really important if you're a really busy person. If you just have the type of lifestyle that you feel like you don't have an extra hour or an extra half an hour every day to make it to the gym, you can do some things to to incorporate a greater level of physical activity into your daily life. And some of these you already know. Some of these are no-brainers. When you park to go into work, when you park to go to the grocery store, park further away and take that opportunity to walk a little bit more. When you're at home, do a couple rounds of speed cleaning through the day. So instead of doing all your chores at once, maybe take 10 minutes 3 times a day where you do speed cleaning. You clean as fast as you can. And this is really great too if you have young kids. This is the way that I got my boys when they were young to really have fun cleaning. We'd have like cleaning contests and we'd see who could get the most picked up or the most cleaned the fastest within 5 or 10 minutes. And I'll tell you from experience, from wearing a heart rate monitor, it is a great way to raise your heart rate. Cleaning definitely is a level of physical activity that can help you burn fat and help you burn calories, and especially if you try to do it in bursts of 10 minutes where you go as fast as you can, that's another way that you can get some more physical activity into your everyday life. When you're sitting at home watching TV, sit down and stand up a few times on your couch or your chair. Just incorporate more movement into your day. Invest in some small hand weights and just do some arm exercises when you're sitting on your couch. And even if you're someone that is really deconditioned and you don't think you can strength train, let me tell you that you can. And strength training is so beneficial to your overall health. I was involved in a really bad car accident a 1.5 years ago, and I have not been able to traditionally strength train in the gym since that time, because every time I tried to strength train, it really bothered my neck. It hurt my neck for a long time, and I just kind of eventually over time resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to be able to strength train, but I could tell that I was losing lean muscle mass. I could see it on my body, and my scale, like I said before, is a smart scale, so it was telling me my lean muscle mass, and I knew that I was losing lean muscle mass, and I really wanted to figure out a way that I could strength train without it hurting my neck, because I wanted to reshape my body. I wanted to tone more, and I was acutely aware of the fact that I'm turning 50 in less than 2 months, and my lean muscle mass naturally will decrease even more once I turn 50, and I want to mitigate that. So what I started doing at home was just doing simple arm exercises with no weights, even just where I would lift my arms overhead or just do things without any weight. And let me tell you, initially I would spend like a minute doing all these exercises with my upper body with no weight, and I could definitely feel it. You can start there. You can do body weight exercises with no weight, and it will just incorporate movement. It will give you a greater level of physical activity, which will improve your physical fitness level. So anyone can start, even if you feel like you're really deconditioned, and even if you feel like it's challenging for you to move at all. My advice to you is just to do more than you're currently doing. Look at your lifestyle and look at how you could do a little bit more than you're currently doing. Now, currently right now, I am very physically active. Since I started strength training with no weights, just doing these simple body weight, upper body movements, I have been able to progress on to use weights in the gym, and I feel so much better. I sleep better. I have way more energy. Strength training is so beneficial. Now, you can use body weight, you can use resistance bands, you can use dumbbells, you can use whatever you have around your house. It doesn't have to be a fitness item or a weight or anything like that. You can use laundry containers, you can use half-gallon jugs of water. Just use anything around your house that has any weight to it, and you can use that when you do strength training at home. But just think about your lifestyle, think about what you're doing, and just start to do a little bit more. Maybe answer some of your emails standing up instead of sitting down. Incorporate some stretching when you're watching TV at night. Incorporate some upper body exercises on the couch. Sit down and stand up a little bit when you're watching a show or watching a movie at night. Just think about doing a little bit more than you're currently doing. For me right now, because I am exercising quite a bit, I exercise 6 days a week, and 4 of those days I'm doing a strength training and a cardio workout. So right now, my a little bit more is to incorporate walking. I'm aiming to eat my dinner a lot earlier in the day, and I want to start trying to go on a short, like 10-minute walk every late afternoon between 4 or 5 o'clock, because I just want to incorporate a little bit more movement before I end up going to bed that night. I think it's going to be really good for my gut health and for my digestion, and I think it's really going to improve my sleep even more. So that's my little bit more, but figure out your lifestyle right now, figure out what you're currently doing, and figure out where you could do just a little more than you're currently doing. And like I said before, if you need extra help with this, please reach out. I'd be happy to help you wherever you're at. I know you can do it. Everybody can achieve a better level of physical fitness. You're never too old. You're never too deconditioned. You can do this, and I guarantee you 100% if you do this, you are going to feel so much better. If you strive to have a better level of physical fitness, not only are you going to feel better, you're going to have an improved mood, you're going to move better, you're going to be more flexible, and you're going to feel so much more confident. Your life is going to improve tenfold. I guarantee it. I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for your journey. I'm excited for your transformation. Please do let me know how you're doing. I would love to hear your success stories. If you have any advice on how you've become more physically active and improved your level of physical fitness, please do let us know in the comments down below. But with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And remember to make your everyday ordinary life extraordinary. If you want to hear my personal story of how I overcame sugar addiction and how you can too, and you can keep it from sabotaging your weight loss and physical fitness goals, then you want to watch this video that's going to pop up on your screen right now.